In this video, I'll be showing you 10 quick and simple things you can do right now to instantly speed up your Windows 10 PC. You don't need to be a tech whiz to understand what we'll be doing, so just follow what I do and hopefully within a few minutes your PC will be feeling much quicker. Remember to leave a like and feel free to subscribe for more tips if the video helps. Whether your PC is new or old, you should be able to notice at least a small difference in speed by the end of the video. Before we go into the first method, I do need to say that some of these methods will mean uninstalling certain apps and folders, so when we get to that, just make sure you double check so you avoid removing anything you want to keep. Let's get started then. The first thing we're going to do is disable some of the applications that will run automatically when we start up our PC. Some of these programs will then run in the background, causing your PC to run slower. As well as making your PC run quicker, it should also reduce the amount of time it takes for your computer to start up, which is an added bonus. To disable startup applications, the first thing we need to do is go to the Task Manager. You can access the Task Manager by right-clicking on the taskbar at the bottom of your screen. Now find the tab called Startup. It should be the fourth option, and click on it to show the list of all the applications that can start up when you turn on your PC. You'll need to go down the list and look for any programs you know you don't use, or those that you don't use regularly. Disabling them in here won't make them stop working, however they might take a bit longer to run when you want to use them. But of course, if you don't use them that often, this won't make too much difference. To disable an application in here, all you need to do is right click on it and then choose Disable. It's helpful to look at the Startup Impact column to help make your decision on whether it's worth disabling them. You can always enable the program again by right clicking on it and selecting Enable. Also, if you know you don't use a program at all, then you can uninstall it completely from your PC. This will free up some space on your PC, and to do this, first go to the main settings page. You can get there by clicking on the cog icon within the Start menu. On the settings homepage, go to Apps. Find the app you want to uninstall. You can use the search function if you need to, and then select it. Finally, click Uninstall, and it's that simple. The second method to speed up your PC is to make sure Storage Sense is turned on and to also remove any files you don't need on your PC to free up some space. Storage Sense is built into Windows 10 and will run as often as you set it to. It can be set to run automatically and can help keep your PC free of unnecessary files, which will give it a boost in performance. To turn on Storage Sense or to change the settings to run it now, you need to search for Storage Settings in the search bar. When the Storage Settings page opens, check that Storage Sense is turned on at the top of the page. Now click on the blue Configure Storage Sense or Run It Now link below this to open these settings. You can change the frequency that Storage Sense will run at the top. Feel free to make this whatever you want depending on your situation. If you want, you can check the box below this to delete temporary files and set it to delete files that have been in your recycle bin and downloads folder for over 30 days. If you're confident you don't need any of these files, then you can run Storage Sense now by clicking on the Clean Now button at the bottom. This should free up some space and improve your PC's performance. Also, if you go back to the main storage settings page by clicking the back button, you can see the types of files that are taking up the most space on your PC. You might notice that apps take up most of the space, and just like I mentioned earlier, you can uninstall the ones that you don't use. It's easy to uninstall an app from here. All you need to do is click on where it says Apps and Features, then find the apps you want to delete. Click on them and select Uninstall. You can do this for some of the other sections in the storage settings, for example, deleting videos if they take up a lot of the space on your computer. We're now going to run the Disk Cleanup tool to help speed up our PC. Like the last method, this should help remove any files you don't need on your computer. Thankfully, it's nice and easy to do, and the first thing you need to do is search Disk Cleanup and click on it to open it. When the new window opens, you'll notice that there are many locations that we can choose to clean. Have a look at the list and check the boxes of anything you are happy to clean and remove. Now all you need to do is click on OK and then delete files. Allow Disk Cleanup to run fully, and that's it, and we can move on to the next method. The next thing we're going to do to improve our PC performance is change some of the animation and visual settings. Changing these won't make a massive difference, but you should notice some improvement, especially on older and slower machines. To change the animation settings, search Advanced System Settings and click on View Advanced System Settings. In the new window, click on Settings in the Performance section. It should be the top settings option. This will bring up the Performance Options window, and in here you can quickly select Adjust for Best Performance to help speed up your PC, or you can have a look at the individual options to create a custom plan. The fewer boxes you select, the faster your PC will be, but you will obviously lose some of the animations. Feel free to play around with each of the options to find out what you prefer and what suits your PC. Moving on to the fifth method to speed up your PC, we're now going to disable search indexing. Search indexing is something that will occur in the background when you are using your PC as it indexes new and updated documents and files. Turning it off will cause searching to take a little longer, but without it running in the background, there should be a performance improvement. It is up to you, and it is worth trying to see if it benefits you, and if you don't notice the difference in the time it takes to search, then it might be worth leaving it off. What we can do though is turn off search indexing for specific folders, so if you always search for things in your documents, you can leave it on for that folder but turn it off for others. To turn off search indexing for just some of the locations on your PC, type indexing options into the search bar and click on it to open the indexing options window. You'll now see all the indexed locations. Click on Modify to change these settings by checking or unchecking the boxes. You can always come back here anytime to revert the settings if you want. To completely turn off search indexing, first right-click on the Start menu in the bottom left and then choose Run. In the search box, type in services.msc and hit the Enter key. The services window should now open, and you want to scroll down until you see the service called Windows Search. Double-click on it and change the startup type to Disabled and click Stop just below this. Now click Apply and you can try searching for something on your PC. If you're looking for a document, you might need to choose the Documents tab now, for example, for a better search. If you feel the speed benefit isn't worth it, then you can turn it back on. Head back to Services, then Windows Search, but this time change the startup type back to Automatic, and then click Apply, and finally click Start to get it back to how it was. For the sixth way to speed up your PC, we're going to scan your PC for any malware and viruses. You can use your own antivirus software to do this if you have it, but if you don't have any, we can use Windows' built-in software. To scan for viruses, search Windows Security in the search bar, and then when the window opens, choose Virus and Threat Protection from the options on the left. In here, you can choose Quick Scan, or if you go to Scan Options, you can click on Full Scan and then Scan Now to search for viruses. Allow Windows to perform the scan, and then we can move on to the next tip. The next method will be to change some of the power settings on your PC. You may be able to increase performance by changing the power plan. To edit these settings, first go to the Control panel. You can get there by searching for it in the search bar. In the Control panel, go to System and Security, and then find Power Options from the list. If you haven't already, you might find that turning on High Performance will help speed up your PC, but you will increase power consumption, so if you are using a laptop, this will shorten the battery life. Whilst you're in these settings, click on where it says Choose what the power buttons do from the options on the left, and then click Change settings that are currently unavailable in blue. Make sure Turn on Fast Startup is selected. If it is already, then you don't need to change anything. These power settings changes should improve PC performance. For the next method, we're going to focus specifically on the browser you use. This might not apply to all of you, but if you have any browser add-ins, then removing them will help speed up your browser experience. Remove the ones you don't use. The method to remove them might be slightly different on each browser, but on Chrome, for example, all you need to do is right-click on the one you want to remove and then choose Remove from Chrome. The ninth method to try is to check for any Windows updates. Updates can bring performance improvements, and if you are on an older version of Windows 10, there might be some compatibility problems. To check for and install any new Windows updates, first go to the main settings page. You can get there by clicking on the cog icon within the Start menu. In Settings, go to Update and Security, and then click on where it says Check for Updates. Install any updates if there are any. If you run into any problems, or if Windows isn't updating for some reason, then click the card now or go to the link in the description to a video of mine that will show you how to fix Windows update problems. Finally, the 10th method to speed up your PC is to close any programs that are running in the background. The easy way to do this is to click the up arrow that is in the taskbar. Choose a program that you don't use and right click on it. If I choose Chrome, for example, I can prevent it from running in the background, which it is currently set to do. Also, click on exit for any of the apps you aren't using to close them fully. So those are the 10 easy methods I have. Some other things you can look into to speed up your PC is resetting it, which you can do whilst keeping your documents. Also, if your PC is especially old, it might be worth upgrading parts or the entire PC. But hopefully the 10 quick fixes have helped and you won't need to do any of these more complex and costly solutions. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments and let me know of any video suggestions too. I hope I was able to help you speed up your PC today. If the video helped, make sure you leave a like and feel free to subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks for watching and I will see you in another video.